Welcome back, Fresh Baked, to the Knothole Gang, and today we're starting from the Rivers of America on the Mark Twain because it's kind of a fun episode that I wanted to get to right away, and that is that you can now see the shit that we've been waiting for. You can now see it. It's being installed as we speak.
The ship. You can see his tail.
Now our views will vary because there's a lot of trees. So it alternates between really good and really bad. By the way, if you're looking, or if you want to know what ship we're talking about, it is this one. Here's another look at it. And it plays what appears to be, a sort of key role in the overall design of the land. It's very prominent, where everything around it is dome, and spire and petrified forest. This ship really sticks out, and I have a feeling it's going to be, it's going to feature in your experience at Galaxy's Edge. So that's why I've been really excited about this, as much as I have been about the Millennium Falcon, for example, which showed up last week. This too, and it's really big. It's really big. Let's continue, and we'll see just how enormous that just the fin, the tail is.
I can't get it. That tree. Oh my God, you're killing me.
I'm just going to keep looking for it wherever we go. We had to move to the back of the boat, and so now we have to find it again. And there it is. It's behind those trees right there.
It doesn't. You can't see it through the lens, though.
Look at that. I mean, it's just, that's a big ship. Amazing, isn't it? Finally, as we head back to dock, we can get this might be the best view that we get in total, and it's as drifting away from it. And here, okay, so funny story. I had just got done asking Ian, what is that crane there for? Because we haven't seen a crane in Galaxy's Edge for a long time. And, he wasn't really sure. And then I realized it's for this ship. And they started installing the ship as we rode around. Fantastic. Just fantastic.
Woo! They're putting in Star Wars land. I lost it.
Alrighty, folks. Looks like Columbia
It is. That piece is going to rest right in front of that tail. Fantastic, right? I mean, we're literally getting just some real meat potatoes at Galaxy's Edge here. It's fantastic. All right, let's get on with our regularly scheduled Galaxy's Edge update from the Knothole Gang for the backside of Battle Escape on top of the Mickey and Friends parking structure. And I wanted to follow up on last week's, observations of the rock work that's being done here. There's a lot of progress again. It's coming along nicely, as they say in parlance. Still trying to figure out what that is back there. Now, last week I had mentioned, or I have been mentioning over the last couple weeks actually, how I wanted to do sort of a comparison of the the blankets that I've been talking about that rest on top of the Battle Escape building. So that's what we're going to do today. And those, you can see a couple of them right there. They play a prominent role. And I want to compare these, how they look from this angle to how they look from the Rivers of America. So let's take these right here and find them first on the model. And as best as I can assume, this is the area we're talking about right here. We're going to use those spires as landmarks, sort of, to tell us where we are in real life. You got this peak right here, and then the one that's kind of smaller, and then behind it, and then the really small one that's like I don't know, just a split rock in the back. And if we go to Mark Twain from Rivers of America, and that's what we're seeing right here, is there's the big one, the medium-sized one, and then the split rock in the back, and you can see the blankets sort of laying in front of it. It gets a little more problematic when we try to look at it from Battle Escape, though, because the angles and your perceptions are completely skewered from where we are. So it's difficult to tell which spire is which. But as best as I can tell, that's the split rock right there, even though you can't see it splitting because of our perception. I thought it might be this one, but I don't think so. And that's the Midrange Rock, right? Guys, help me map this out, because I feel like we're getting an incomplete picture from this angle. But it does actually, go towards seeing just how effective perspective is, or how crucial perspective is when designing these these features. Because, for example, between those two blankets right there's a whole big old gap. But when you look back, from the river, it closes, and it's really neat how they're able to manage that. As a matter of fact, there's when you look at overhead shots, it's even more dramatic. The disparity, the distance between these objects, where it looks like they're right next to each other from the ground. It's really fascinating. As we mentioned previously, though, it is my expectation that those gaps will be filled up in some other way as different phases of the project, become more complete. And we'll see them fill those gaps up that we can see, from the Rivers of America. I don't expect those to stay, obviously. So let's continue. And of course, here's another view of those blankets, another perspective. And I'm wondering now if maybe that is the split rock, because it does look a little more split there. Wow, that is just really difficult to be sure. At least from my, pea brain. I mean, that's got to be it, right? There's nothing else that looks like it. Can't be that one. That's behind scaffolding. Okay, let's finish up our observations from the Rivers of America. You know, the shots that we took other than that of the new ship that has arrived.
As we head into the remote areas of the Rivers of America, you're in for a real treat. I've been navigating these parts for years now, but I never get tired of taking in the breathtaking beauty of the Columbia River. The majestic trees, the stunning rock formation, the cascading waterfalls, the moose, deer, and elk along the banks. It's all so magnificent and so peaceful.
All right, let's head over to Chippendales, where we're going to take just one really close-up look today at the progress here. And this is like one of my favorite views because this is the best, closest look, unobstructed look. Even though as brief as it is, I love this view from here. Lots to see, and we get a really good idea of the shape of this land. Although it's just the top of it. It's like it's the lid, as it were, of the market. All we're seeing are the tops of the buildings and the tops of the mountains. And one final farewell to the, well, I guess we can't see it, but the tail is right behind there where that crane is. That's where the tail is. There it is. You can kind of see through those trees a little bit. And then we'll grab our last views of Galaxy's Edge here. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today. That's going to do it for our Knothole Gang update. Hopefully, you enjoyed those shots of the ship that's just arrived. Hopefully, you're as excited as I am or was. that really got me going. I was so happy to see that stuff. But as always, thanks for watching, you guys, and don't forget to check out our regular construction update videos coming tomorrow from all the projects going on around the park. Thank you for watching, you guys. We love you. Stay tuned for more, and Fresh Baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!